Hi everybody, this is Mark again, back with the project Emacs. So this is the second project on your intranet. Okay, let us begin with the questions. I already did the questions beforehand, but rest assured all these answers are correct. Some of the questions might be interchanged in the answers, so if you see that the answers are interchanged on your end, you don't worry, you just input the same answers I did, and make sure you read the question before answering it, making sure that it matches with what I have. Okay, question number 1, in Emacs documentation, what does M in the shortcut command stand for? Select all correct answers. So M stands for Alt and Meta. Question number 1, in Emacs, a buffer is an object that a file's text is held in. That is true. Question number 2, you can only have one buffer open in Emacs at a time. That is false. Question number 3, in Emacs documentation, what does C in the shortcut command stand for? It stands for control. Okay. I hope you had a smooth process submitting your answers. The next step is to start with the tasks. So we'll start with task 0 over here, which is create your answer directory. Okay, the instructions are navigate to root and create a directory named this. What you do here is you get a sandbox, then you click on this web term. That will make sure that your sandbox is running. What we can do here is type pwd, which means print working directory, and you can see that we are not in any directory currently. So as you have seen in the instruction, the instructions say navigate to root directory. So what we do is cd, which means change directory, cd root. That takes you to the root directory. Make sure you do pwd for you to verify and for you to practice and master all these commands. So as you can see right now, we're in the root directory. The next step is to create a named directory called 0x01 Emacs. Okay, so you can copy that so that you can save your time. What you do when you're creating a directory, you use this command mkdir, which means make directory. Then you paste the name that you are given in the previous tab. Then you press enter. Now let's do an ls, which means we list everything that is in the root directory. So as you can see, this is the directory that we are instructed to create, and here it is. Okay, go back to your intranet, check your code, start a new test. It takes a second. As you can see, we are correct. Okay. Hi, I hope you are successful in the first task. Now to the opening task. Kindly note that these instructions may be different for you, different in terms of these numbers. This number might be 01, 02, 03, whichever number you are given. Kindly be keen and check so that you don't have any errors on your sandbox. Okay, so we are told to write a command from within Emacs. Okay, so we go to our sandbox. We can type clear. Sorry, my sandbox is not responding. Clear, which will clear the screen. Then type pwd so that it can print the working directory. As you can see, we're in this directory. And what have we been told? We've been told to write the answer into this directory, and we are supposed to create an opening file. So when creating an opening file, we are supposed to use the command touch opening. So touch creates the file, opening is the name of the file. Press enter. Now that creates the file. When you press ls, you will see the contents of that directory, this directory. As you can see, we have the file opening, but the file opening is empty. So we are supposed to write the answer into this file. So using Emacs, the command is echo, then you write the answer. Make sure you start with a capital C, then -x space capital C -f space @ opening, because we are writing all this into opening. Then press enter, and we can use this command cut to see the contents of the opening file, whether we were successful. So we cut opening. As you can see, we have written it successfully. Go back to your internet, then you check the code. You're not supposed to check it, you're not supposed to check the done box yourself. You're supposed to check the code and it will automatically do that for you. Okay, give it a second. As you can see, we are correct. On to the next task. Task 2, that is saving. What is the command to save a file? Write the answer into this root, all these directories, and then this file. Okay, go to your sandbox, type pwd for you to know which directory you are in. You're supposed to be in this directory. Then we are supposed to create this file called saving. So the command that you're supposed to use, kindly remember, it is touch, then saving. This creates a file and the file name is saving. Press enter and press ls for us to see what we have created. As you can see, we previously created opening file and now we have saving file. Okay, what you're supposed to do, what you're expected to do now is write the answer of this command into this file. And how do we do that? We echo. Using Emacs, we echo. Remember to use capital C -x capital C small s. So the first one is capital, the second one is small. The first one is capital, the second one is small. Into saving. Enter. Okay, now we can do cut for us to see the contents of the saving file. As you can see, we have typed it. Okay, go back to your internet, check your code, start a new test. As you can see, we are correct. On to the next. Let us go on to task 3, which is cutting. The commands we are told to do is, what is the command to cut an entire line? Write the answer into the file, that one. Okay, go back to your sandbox, type clear for you to have a clear, for it to clear your screen, and it clears everything. So what you're supposed to do is type pwd for us to know the working directory, and as you can see, we're in this directory. What you're expected to do is create this file in this directory, and since you're already in this directory, we can create that file. So the command we use is touch. Then we create what file? Cutting. Let's just confirm. Yes, you're supposed to create the cutting file into this directory. Press enter, and that was successful. We can use ls to see the files in that directory. As you can see, there's cutting, there's opening, and there's saving. So what the instruction that we were told to do was to echo, as in write into that file the answer. So remember to use capital C -k small k into cutting. Press enter. Okay, now let us use cut to see the what is inside the cutting folder. And as you can see, we printed the answer in the cutting folder. Go back to your internet, check your code, start a new test. As you can see, we are correct. And off to task 4, which is pasting. In pasting, we are told what is the command to paste. Write the answer into the file, pasting. Okay, go back to your sandbox, do a pwd. Remember to do all this for you to practice and grasp all these commands. As you can see, we're in this directory. Use an ls for it to list the files that we have here. And as you can see clearly, we don't have the pasting file. So what the command we use is touch pasting. And then you press enter. You can do an ls for it to list what we have. And as you can see, we have the pasting file. So we are supposed to do what? We write the command, this command, into the pasting file. Okay, now go here. What we do is we use echo. Echo is used to write into a file. So remember, capital C dash Y into pasting. Sorry. And we can do a cut pasting so that you can see the contents of the pasting folder. As you can see, we have written the answer, capital C, small y. Okay, go back to your internet, check your code. It might take a second. It's taking too long. So we are definitely correct. And as you can see, we are correct. Okay, on to the next task. Okay, let us start task 5, which is searching. And what you're told to do is, what is the command to search forward? Write the answer into the file searching. We haven't created the file searching yet, so what you can do is ls, and we can see all the files we've created today. So for us to create the file searching, what you do is touch. We use the touch command. And what folder are we creating? Searching. Remember, check the instructions you're given. It might be different on your side, but the methods are the same. Use ls for it to list the folders inside. As you can see, we have created searching. Okay, what have we been told? To write the answer into the searching file. Remember, the command we use is echo. For it to write into a file, remember capital C dash S. That is the command we use. Searching. We can do a cut for us to see the contents of that folder. Searching. And as you can see, we have written the answer inside that folder. Okay, let's go back to our internet. We check our code, start a new test. As you can see, we are correct. Okay, on to the next file, which is 6. Undoing. So what are we told to do? what is the command to undo? Write the answer into the file undoing. So what are we supposed to do? Go back to your sandbox. We are expected to create this file called undoing. Okay, what command do we use? We use touch undoing. Kindly remember all these commands. Then we can use ls so that it can list every folder that we have created, and as you can see, we have created the undoing folder. And what are we expected to do? We are expected to write the correct answer about undoing in the undoing folder. So the command we are supposed to use here is echo, remember, capital C dash X, then space U. Okay, space U, then you put that sign, then into undoing, then you press enter. We can use the cut command for us to see the commands that we have done into the undoing folder. And as you can see, we have written the answer in the undoing folder. So what you do is come and check your code back at the intranet. Remember guys, all these tasks are easy, and kindly like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. It's taking a second. If you have any questions, you can do it in the comment section. I will try and answer all of them. I will actually make a point and answer all of them. And as you can see, we are correct. Okay, on to the next task. Task 7, quitting. So, question 1. What is the command to quit Emacs? Write the answer in the quitting folder. Remember, we don't have this folder. So we go back to our sandbox. It is kind of messy right now, so we use the clear. We use the clear command for it to clear the screen. As you can see, it is now better. We can use pwd for us to see the directory that is working. Then we are expected to create this file called quitting. So touch quitting. So we're supposed to create this quitting file. Oh, sorry, I've done a single T instead of double T's. Touch quitting. Okay, we can use the ls command so that you can see whether we've created it successfully. As you can see, we have created it successfully. So what you're supposed to do is write the answer into quitting. So remember guys, the command you're supposed to use is echo, then capital C dash small x space capital C dash small c into quitting. We can use the cut for us to confirm whether we've done that correctly. And as you can see, we have done it. Okay, go back to your intranet, check your code, start a new test. As you can see, we are correct, and we are done with everything that we are supposed to do today. Kindly guys, remember to like and subscribe. Let's hack YouTube today. Thank you very much.